I reckon what you want to know is what I'm doing in here. I reckon it's because I killed somebody. But I reckon you want to know how come I killed somebody. So I'll start at the front and tell you. I lived out in the back of my parents' place most of my life. Little old shed that my daddy had built for me. They didn't want me in the house with the rest of them, so I sat around the shed looking at the ground. I didn't have no floor, but I had me a hole dug out to lay down in. A quilt or two to put down in there. My father was a hard-working man. Not that I could say the same for myself. I mostly sat around in the shed, tinkering around with a lawnmower or two. Went to school off and on from time to time. But the children out there, they were very cruel to me. And made quite a bit of sport of me. And made fun of me quite a bit. So mostly I just sat around out there in the shed. My daddy worked in the sawmill down at the planter mill for an old man named Dixon. Old man Dixon was a very cruel fellow. Didn't treat his employees well or pay them well. Didn't pay my daddy too much of a wage. Just barely enough to get by, I reckon. I reckon he got by all right. They used to come out, one or two of them. Usually my mother feed me pretty regularly, so I know he made enough. So I could have mustard and biscuits 3 or 4 times a week. But old man Dixon, he had a boy named Jesse Dixon. Jesse was more cruel than his daddy was. He used to make quite a bit of sport of me when I was down there at the schoolhouse. Used to take advantage of the girls in the neighborhood. They used to say that my mother was a pretty woman. They said that quite a bit when I'd be down there at the schoolhouse. I reckon you want me to get on with it and tell you what happened. So I reckon I'll tell you. Okay. Tell you what happened. So I was sitting out in the shed one evening, not doing much, just staring at the wall, waiting for my mother to come out and give me my Bible lesson. I heard a commotion in the house, so I run up on the screen in the porch and look inside. I looked in and I see my mother laying on the floor without any clothes on. I see Jesse Dixon laying on top of her. He was having his way with her. I just seen red. I picked up a Kaiser blade that was sitting by the door. Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. It's a long wooden handle with kind of like an axe handle, with a long shape like a banana. Sharp on the edge and dull on the other. It's what the boys used to cut down the weeds with and whatnot. Yeah, I went in the house and I hit Jesse Dixon upside the head with it. Knocked him off my mother. I reckon that didn't satisfy me. So I hit him again in the neck with a sharp edge. And that plum neck cut his head off. Killed him. My mother jumped up and started hollering. "What'd you kill Jesse for?" Well, come to find out, my mother didn't mind what Jesse was doing to her. That made me madder. Madder than what Jesse had made me. So I took the Kaiser blade. Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. And I hit my mother upside the head with it. Killed her. Some folk asked me if you had to do it again. Would you do it the same way? Reckon I would. Anyhow, they put me in here, and here I've been for a great long while.